tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo buddhaya, namo dhammaya, namo sanghaya. Okay. Thank you all for joining us. This is live right now across all of the social media. Things moved a little too quick today. So I have 3 funerals that I did not know that just arisen over the past 48 hours. One of my best friend being one of them. And I only have 2 days. Thursday I have to go up north Florida to attend one of my best friend. I'm sitting there and I'm like, best friend, I've had so many best friends. And I'm like, what is the meaning of a best friend when you have multiple best friends? Which one is the best friend? And they're all best friends. Novice Ethan took his first training today in death meditation by attending his first funeral, where he got to see a body in a coffin for the first time. And I wanted to debrief, because I did not get a chance to debrief my young novice here, as in the middle of the funeral service, my teacher called. And so pursuant to the Theravadan order, I have to report to my teacher and the status of what is happening. So Novice Ethan got to meet Venerable Dukmin, my teacher, supervising teacher. I've asked Venerable Dukmin to continue to observe all of my social media posts and ongoing activity, which also includes the novice activity and training program. There's the funeral of Andy, who I used to work with, volunteered with at the monastery for, I think, 10 years. We did the drums and the dragon dance. And then there's Dr. Tin, who I was volunteering too with Dr. Nguyen in this group in Tampa. And I don't know the cause of death, and it's kind of concerning to me that a young physician of, like 45 years old, on or about 45, would die so young, having a big family left behind. So we had a funeral today. I will have another funeral north of Florida Thursday evening, and followed by Saturday funeral. So everything is like, just like odd days. Today's teaching for all of you is to really remind yourself, and it won't hit you all until it actually happens, and you should not wait until it happens for it to hit you philosophically and realistically, that you should love those who are around you and be grateful that whoever is present with you at the time of this talk and at the time that you're in your house, couch, or car, hearing and listening to this video, that anyone can die in your family in a matter of a second. 1 second changes everything. I didn't even recognize Andy's wife. I didn't. I had no idea. Just because, people tend to just, they don't look like themselves. That stress comes, that impact of a loved one. So to today's talk, I think, to be grateful for what you have and who you have in your life, because things can change very abruptly. In the next couple of days, my phone need to be available to the family members that is most affected by this. So therefore, in my own program, we're going to take a week, and I'm going to need you all to have compassion and understanding for me, because there's only me and no one else is assisting in the emergency counseling. And right now there's 3 active funerals, and the enormous amount of friends and family that has been impacted by this fact. So therefore I have to keep my phone open, because this is very sudden, and the discovery of Kyle's death is so sudden that we only have 2 days to go to his funeral, which is very far away It's 4 hours away from here. So I just wanted to make this video and debrief my novice that life is short. I describe, see you have a little turtle over there? I have a fish tank. And in the fish tank there's goldfish. So I describe humans are like little goldfish, and we're just swimming in this little planet, in this little world, this little tank of ours. Yeah, just imagine that. And if you ever have goldfish in the fish tank, you don't know when they're going to die. And many times I go to the office, and the first thing I do, I turn on the lights and I look at the fish tank. And I look at the fish tank and I look at where the filter is. You know, when it sucks up the water, it spits out the water. And I look exactly where that suction straw is, because usually the dead bodies of a goldfish will get sucked into that straw and it just kind of lie there lifeless. Yeah, so I describe humans are just like that. Humans and animals and our pets, dogs and cats, are all subject to impermanence. And today, novice Ethan got to hear me chant 3 times, Anicca vata sankhara upvaida vayatameno pachitwa nirochanti te sanho vasamo sugo. So all things conditioned or subject to impermanence, them coming to cease is bliss. And those are some of the meanings in the verse. So pretty much for you as a 13-year-old novice is everything is impermanent. He's impermanent, I'm impermanent. Your little turtle swimming in there is impermanent. Nothing lasts forever. So if you love someone tonight, make sure you tell them and a lot and say enough. And if you've done something wrong to somebody, make sure you ask for forgiveness. Right? What did Jesus taught us? He taught us to ask for forgiveness. Never tired of asking for forgiveness, and never tired of forgiving. Because now the would have, could have, should have now sets in and takes place for those who are affected. I mean, you know, we're humans, we make mistakes. And it's important that we correct those mistakes in a timely manner by following right speech. One should not delay because one has anger. One should not delay such important talk because there were pending issues, whatever the issue is. We complicate things. Tonight, let's not complicate things. Tonight, simplify them for the sake of love and for the sake of time that we think we have on this planet when we in fact don't. It's no wonder why I move so quickly the way that I do, sometimes too quick. In previous videos, you will see novice Ethan not having this part of his robes. And the belt. Would you like to show people your belt that you magically tied? It just looks very nice for me. I'm your teacher, so I allow it. Go ahead. It's probably not the Thai way, but it's Ethan's way. And it looks nice. It looks pretty badass. It looks like, you know, jiu-jitsu, you know, aikido, taekwondo. We've been moving so fast that one day after his ordination, he has been put to the test, and I did, and I published it. The Four Noble Truths, what is it? You know? So I didn't really have time to fix his robes in a manner consistent with Thailand and Laos. It was a manner consistent with Burmese novice, where they don't have the Sangati look on the outside, and followed by the monastic novice belt that they're supposed to wear all the way until they're 20 years old. I'll take the blame for that. That's okay. I'm used to blame. Praise and blame. And furthermore, I think every time when there's a funeral, and either I'm going to be meditating in the forest, or if there's an active funeral, this would be the color of choice to show that I'm grieving and mourning with those that is affected. So it's a very sombering. It's been a long time since I used that word, sombering. And I'm still trying to make sense of it. This is where you all get to see my human sentiment will take its course into the 5 stages of grief and mourning. These were good individuals. Kyle that died, he wasn't just my best friend, he was a hero. In 2012, when he was working security under my supervision, well, no, we have some connection issues here on Facebook. Oh, that's why we're recording.